A very good afternoon, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond, a television network. And yesterday, President Nelson Chamisa posted a photo of him and the former president of Mozambique, His Excellency Joaquim Chissano. And he said, with the former president of Mozambique, H.E. Joaquim Chissano. And this is the photo which he then posted right there. It's very, very important for us as the people to understand that a lot of tectonic shifts are happening in the political arena. No one knows what is happening. As I always say, I do not know what President Nelson Chamisa is planning. No one knows what he is planning except for just a few confidantes, maybe one or two. I believe kuti kune vanoziva one or two. And this is what is happening right now in the nation of Zimbabwe. We've seen this meeting. The purpose of this meeting is not yet known. Did somebody send Chissano to say, Shamari, ndaremerwa, tarisa mashopa ari kuvhara, tarisa nyika yaondomoka, tarisa zvese zvindazvitadza, taura nemukomana apinde hake? We don't know. I didn't say that. I said, I don't know. Did he simply said, I am in Zimbabwe, let me go meet Nelson Chamisa? We do not know. Is he going to meet other leaders? We do not know. All we know is that President Chamisa advised us as the nation that there is a meeting, or there was a meeting between him and the former President Joaquim Chissano. And I have seen a lot of accusations. Some people saying all sorts of names because, remember, Joaquim Chissano was very, very key in the last Mozambique elections. He was very, very instrumental in those elections, and there are mixed reactions, mixed views, different views about him visiting President Nelson Chamisa. But here is my take. President Nelson Chamisa is a leader. Is the alternative leader. If you look at it right now, President Nelson Chamisa is the citizens' president. That there is no doubt. That is the reason why in each and every conversation they bring Chamisa. In each and every conversation they bring Nelson Chamisa because he is a very, very important ingredient in the new Great Zimbabwe. Kune vanhu vaitaura last year June who were plotting against President Nelson Chamisa, and some of them were saying Chamisa akatengwa. They were saying tine evidence yekuti akatengwa. This is what they were saying. Right now, I am surprised to see them now doing my live programs. Chamisa, he is going to be part and parcel of the new Great Zimbabwe. Whatever which is going to happen, he will be there. Is because their agenda failed. They failed to destroy him because they thought that if they managed to destroy him, Indova no Saravapa number one. But they failed. All the attempts which they made against President Chamisa, they failed. So what is happening now is that change has come spiritually. We are in the transition period. Things have started to happen. Shifts are already happening. For those who have been following me, I said basa takapedza. And when I say basa takapedza, ratakafambira pa social media basa takapedza. I mean it and I meant it when I said those words. I was not simply trying to say other things, but I was telling the truth. If you look at the frequency in the past, the frequency in terms of how we could speak up much about President Chamisa, we could do that almost every day. Tisingamise. We could do 5-6 videos a day about President Chamisa alone. But right now we have slowed down. Why? We are in the transition period, and sometimes we try to avoid saying what we are not supposed to say. That is the reason why we have not covered President Chamisa so much these days. We don't want to say what we are not supposed to say. So I believe that the focus is shifted onto ZANU-PF factional battles and factional fights which are happening. Those are signs. These are the signs we are now seeing. Spiritually, we are talking about things which we know spiritually, things which we have seen spiritually, some of the dreams which we have had. Trikutoona chifufilika on daily basis. Wakagara so uchingoona event ichiitika, you start to remember a dream. Yes, this is that dream. We shared some of the dreams on this platform. The majority of the dreams we didn't share here. We shared with relevant people. Everybody who is involved in that dream akakosha, we share those dreams with those people. How change is going to happen in Zimbabwe, I do not know. But I need to remind you something. Last year I talked about a certain dream. I will repost that video, or I will post the link, where we said, I might miss the exact words because I don't have where I wrote the exact details about that dream. But I'm going to give you the guidelines. I had a dream. There was a ZANU-PF meeting or a rally, a very huge ZANU-PF rally. Very huge ZANU-PF rally. Kumusha. Vakapfeka regalia vakazara achingori mafesa Mnangagwa chete iri ZANU chete. But to my surprise, Papa sina any of ZANU-PF leadership, be it ku national level, ku district level, ku provincial level, kupi ku cell level, Papa sina leadership ye ZANU-PF yaivapo yaikwanisa ku addressa vanhu ivavo. And as these people gathered, President Chamisa appeared and started to address people. When he was addressing people, he said, sezvakataurwa na VP Chiwenga kuti munhu wese anofanira kuti awane something, we need to share what is coming or what is there equally to everyone. So I think I will retrieve the original video so that the people will understand what we are talking about. What is the significance of this? It's a significance. Ndo paya pandakazotaura tichiti nyika ino haina mutungamiriri as we speak. I said it last year. I said Zimbabwe does not have a leader. I said it. Zimbabwe does not have a leader. Is on autopilot. That is the reason why you are seeing shops closing. That is the reason why you are seeing all sorts of these things happening. Corruption, vanhu vari kuba vasingagone kumisika. You know, zviri kungoitika mueconomy, so kuti vana mutuli they are bringing ma unreasonable policies which are targeting people, you know, giving tax exemptions to crooks and thieves, taxing heavily ordinary civilians and ordinary people. It's a sign yekuti hatina leadership. All these battles dzauri kuona dziri kuitika muZANU-PF, it's a sign yekuti hatisina leadership iripo. So visibly muri kuona munhu sekuti aripo ari kutungamirira, but he is clueless, haatozivi kuti oita sei. I'm telling you, izvezvizvi kana taida kutaurirana chokwadi, kugara pasi navaMnangagwa kuti nhai vaMnangagwa, what do you think about this economy? He will tell you, I don't know. Achida kunyatsova honest chaizvo, he will tell you these words, I don't know what to do. Because honestly, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know who to remove. He doesn't know who to replace, and replace him with who. He is asking himself questions. So each and every time I see this 2030 thing happening, 2030 anengachipo, this and that. That man anonzi Emerson Mnangagwa knows the truth. He doesn't want to tell his friends the truth, but he knows the truth kuti 2030 anengasipo. He knows it. The question at the end is, vaMnangagwa zvavanoziva munhu ari kufanira kuita take over nyika ino yeZimbabwe, zvavari kumuziva vakaudzwa nyaya iyoyo. I talked about the power makers. They conveyed a message kuti prepare for this young man to take over. Vachateedzera here that message? Vachagona here kuprepare kuti take over iyoyo itike? It's up to him. It's up to him to let his friends and foes run this 2030 agenda. But to some extent, there is something which you don't understand now, which we will talk about after everything has happened. We will do a live program where I'm going to explain the reason why 2030 was allowed to happen. We will explain. After everything has happened, we will come and talk about 2030. How it started, why it was necessary. So, we know what happened in 2023. And some of the reasons why all this happened is because there are certain people President Chamisa is not supposed to work with. 100%. Or he is not supposed to trust 100%. How were these people going to be separated from him without causing a national outcry? So God devised a plan, and we saw what happened. And the plan of God will never fail. I said I had a dream where President Nelson Chamisa was doing whatever he's doing. And there was a pump, a bore pump, but it was not a submersible pump. It was a pump yangairi pump soro, but it took mvura from the bore. What was happening is this pump was very, very new and capable to fill a tank, a 5,000 liter tank. But it couldn't fill that tank. Everything was perfect, but the pump could not fill the tank. Then we said, let us do vice versa. The inlet, let us align it with the outlet. And the outlet, let us align it with the inlet. We just went to the pump and we did vice versa. Immediately, we powered on that pump. The tank was full. Immediately, it was full. So normally you could expect the tank to take some minutes, 30 minutes to an hour to be full, depending on the horsepower. But immediately the tank was full, and I saw a pipe going out through the outlet valve on the top of the tank. And when I said, let me go and put back that pipe, I discovered that the tank was already full. Immediately that happened, that moment, President Chamisa started to address multitudes of people, and he was standing in a lorry. He was addressing thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And the message is, when it happens, it will look like vanhu vachazvibvunza kuti zvinhu zvatainetsika nazvo zvazviri nyore zvakadai so. It will be something which was looking so hard. It will look like it was very, very easy. So, guys, some of these things, some of these dreams, they mean a lot. I gave another dream and said, I was standing by the road and I wanted to board a car to somewhere. Then I was wearing a t-shirt, ye triple C those days. Pakabva pasvika motikari yanga ine vanhu vanga vakapfeka hembe dzeZANU PF vari 2, a sedan, ndobva yamira. And I was hesitant to go kumotikari iyoyo. But pavakabuda motikari, the other one vairatidza kuti yakabata pfuti nebanga. Then ndokubva ndamhanya ndichipinda mumauswa. I retreated ndichipinda mumauswa. Ndapinda mumauswa imomo, ndabva ndanohwanda. One of the guys followed me. Ndobva achindosvika mumauswa aifungidzirwa kuti ndaenda kure, but I was very, very close. Ndobva tatanga kurwisana. Tiri kurwisana, I managed to overpower him kusvika afa in the dream. Then the dream didn't end there. Chakasara chiri mumaoko mangu, it was a gun, it was a knife. Then the car and the other guy just disappeared. I was supposed to cross a river. Papa nemvura yakachena murwizi rworo rwakazara rwune mvura yakachena iri clear. And I said, regai tikande banga iri nepfuti mumvura zvisazooneka zvekare. Ndobva tazvikanda imomo, ndobva ndayambuka. When I crossed, I found myself in a hotel looking like apartment. I met the same guy angandirwisa in that apartment. He was now humble. He greeted me, and it was a shocker to me. This guy who was bullying me just few minutes ago, tango crossa rwezike zvine zvaakundimhoresa, is now humble. And what does that dream mean? It means where we are going, mapanga futi zvichange zvakanyarara, zvakakandwa mumvura, mvura upenyu. That guy greeting me, it means the people who are terrorizing us are going to submit to change. It's not about me, it's about Zimbabwe. That dream is about Zimbabwe. We can go on and on. I had another dream. In this dream, President Chamisa was addressing multitudes of people. But he was supposed to do it through a press conference. Everyone was waiting to hear from President Chamisa speak, but he was addressing a press conference. But to my surprise, in that press conference room, there was sort of a guard room, a tower yangari mukona, with people with sniper. And these snipers were targeting President Chamisa. And everyone who was in the room was trying to fight back. To be more specific, I was one of the people who were trying to fight back, shooting at them. But this guy said we have failed to shoot him through snipers because of the angle he is standing. Let us throw a grenade. Immediately I ran and I grabbed the grenade with two hands. But my idea was to throw it back to these guys. But I couldn't. Why? It's because it was supposed to move back into position first. And it started moving back into position until it clicked. Then the other hand managed to move from the other. And I threw back that grenade, and these guys were destroyed. When that press conference ended, President Chamisa didn't stop. He continued with the press conference. When it ended, there were multitudes of people who were coming from sort of a rally. Several cars, hundreds of cars. And others had gathered, had obtained passports to leave Zimbabwe. But I saw some people reconsidering and not going out of Zimbabwe. Then it ended there. What happened ahead of that dream? There is something which I can't share because of the sensitivity. But it continued to somewhere. I am just giving you these dreams so as to understand where we are standing as a nation and the reason why we have supported President Chamisa without fear, without favor. We know change is coming to the nation of Zimbabwe. When and how, we don't know. To be specific about the dates, I don't know. But what I know, spiritually, change is coming. So we can go on and on and on and on and tell you about several dreams which we've heard about this nation, Zimbabwe, about how other people, how other men of God have shared various prophecies and dreams which are similar to the ones we have talked about. And some of those dreams are coming to pass. We have started to see them coming to pass. So when we tell the nation of Zimbabwe, let us pray, it doesn't mean that we are weak. No, we have to pray. Our prayer is the greatest weapon which we have right now. We don't know what is going to happen. We do not know who is going to influence what. But change is coming. So as for the visit of President Chissano, I'm not so sure the purpose of the visit, but I believe it's very, very significant in what's happening in the politics of Zimbabwe. I believe, I didn't say that is the truth. I said I believe. So time will tell about Zimbabwe. Time will tell about what is going to happen in the nation of Zimbabwe. You know, those who believe Kuti, you have to join the protests, feel free. Inina angu, I will wait for the signal from President Chamisa, because from day one, I am guided by President Chamisa. If he said yes, we go. If he says no, we don't go. If he remains quiet, tinoramba takangomira takamirira signal. This is where I stand. So for those who have been insulting me, calling me names, etc., let me tell you, I have never met President Chamisa. I have never met him. I support him. And I'm doing it not for any recognition or any benefit, but because I want a better Zimbabwe for my children, for your children, for our children, for all the village girls and boys, for all the elderly, for all women who are struggling to have access to health. We are fighting for them. We are not doing this to be rewarded. We have so many ideas, business ideas. Is a good kanaka. We will be millionaires and probably billionaires without stealing, by simply implementing the ideas which we have. Bozi, kuona kwandiri kuita politics kumberu kumZimbabwe, vazhinji vachadzisema, vachadzivenga. Because it won't be profitable to join government or politics. So it will be a matter yekuti munhu achijoina, achatojoina nemoyo wekuda kuseva, kwete nemoyo wekuda kuita mari. It will be servant leadership. Munhu achijoina politics, achajoina politics, achaurati handisina zvekuita guys, let me go and join politics and save my country. It won't be an issue of looking for a job. This is where we are going. So if I know where we are going, why should I bank in politics? Indichizauti politics dzacho manje dzisingachaitise mari. Why should I bank in politics? I have to bank in businesses, which means I must think about business ideas, not political ideas. So hate me, like me, I always say the truth as it is. So guys, a disclaimer, I do not know the reason why President Chissano is here. I do not know the reason why he met President Chamisa, but we were simply commenting on this photo